From a thorny devil to a three-horned chameleon and a blue-tongued skink that doesn't lay eggs. Known for their beautiful patterns, high intelligence, and fantastic diversity, lizards are some of the coolest reptiles on the planet, with strange but brilliant ways of surviving. This is yet another glimpse into the strange world of lizards, Part 2. The Thorny Devil. Also known as the Mountain Devil or the Thorny Dragon, the Thorny Devil is a fairly large lizard that's found throughout central and western Australia. It's known for its characteristic spiky scales and scary name, but it's actually a very slow-moving lizard that wanders the outback eating ants. This lizard has a few defense mechanisms to protect themselves against predators such as goannas and falcons. First of all, the devils change color to blend into their surroundings, appearing mostly gray, red, orange, or yellow. This makes it hard for birds to spot them. This is a fairly common trick for lizards, but the more unusual is the devil's funny walk. The thorny lizard's unusual gait entails walking slowly, stopping often, and rocking back and forth. This characteristic slow, shaky movement appears very deliberate. Presumably, their jerky movements and frequent freezing in place helps conceal them if a predator spots them out in the open. However, if it's spotted from above, the lizard is covered in thorny spines and sports a pretend head on the back of its neck, which is thought to ward off predators. When threatened, the lizard can also tuck its real head down between its forelegs, leaving the false head where its real head used to be. This protects its vulnerable head and neck from attacks. Jackson's Chameleon. One of the most recognizable chameleons in the world, the Jackson's chameleon is native to the forests of East Africa, but it has since been introduced to California, Hawaii, and Florida. Not on purpose, but mainly as escaped pets that later have established into feral populations in these areas. The Jackson's chameleon is known for its three horns, which make it look like sort of a dinosaur. It normally has a bright green color, but it can change color based on the environmental temperature and its mood. These chameleons usually eat insects, but they've also been known to eat small birds and even other lizards. However, this reptile is up against many predators, and its slow speed does not help with their defense at all. Animals that eat the Jackson's chameleon include some species of snakes, monkeys, birds, and shrews as well. Despite their cool-looking horns, they actually don't use them for fighting off predators. Instead, they rely on stillness and natural coloring to protect themselves from predation. The horns are mainly used to defend the male's territory. They may lock horns and try to push each other off a narrow tree branch. Quite brutal scenes. Northern blue-tongued skink. The northern blue-tongued skink is a lizard with a characteristically long blue tongue. They are naturally found in both New Guinea and in parts of northeastern Australia, where they like to hang out in arid areas. It's in family with blue-tongued lizards, and it's actually the largest of this kind. It can be up to about 15 inches long, and it has a hefty, wide body. This skink has a few defense mechanisms, and of course, one of them has its blue tongue involved. When frightened, it will puff up its body, stick out its long, blue tongue, and hiss to scare predators. Besides its blue tongue, the skink can shed its tail to confuse predators and then escape. After a while, it will regrow the tail. Some biologists also think that the blue-tongued skink has adapted to mimic the venomous death adder, a snake that shares its range in Australia. The death adder is one of the most venomous land snakes in Australia and is feared by many predators. Its head shape and coloration resemble the death adder's, so a quick look may be enough to send predators in the other direction. Now, these are all impressive skills, but what is even more fascinating about the blue-tongued skink is the fact that these skinks are ovoviviparous, which means that they don't lay eggs. Rather, the female skink will retain the eggs inside their body until the young hatch. When the young hatch, they are born live. So they're one of the few lizards that have live-born young, even though they do also have eggs. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe for more content.